Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we're gonna be going over the web app and things you want to do and what you don't want to do, pretty much. So the do's and don'ts of the web app. Of course, web app is gonna be released tomorrow if you're watching this on the Tuesday that this is recorded. And you will get to see that there's quite a few nice things you can do on the web app, which is for example trading, and also opening packs, that kind of stuff. So what you're most likely gonna do at the start is get your starter pack. Now I have only 5k on the account, so we're only gonna get one 5k pack right there as an example for this video. But let's say you got a 5k pack as an example, for example as a starter pack. Now that's pretty decent. Don't get me wrong, that's actually really nice. But I think you do want to be careful what you do with that 5k pack. Of course, you do want to open it because you need some coins to trade with in the beginning. So let's open this 5k pack and let's say this is our starter pack for FIFA 19. We'll most likely get more because I've played the game for a while. But let's say you got this as your starter pack. Now you get this Higuain. Doesn't look good. Not very usable. You get Rolando as a stupid troll. And then a shitty silver. You might be like, okay, shitty pack, discard. Don't do that. Please don't do a discard on your entire pack. These list all of them up for a good amount. List them for slightly more than that we're going for, but they will definitely sell. Maybe someone is trying to actually build a very cheap Argentinian team, very cheap Portuguese team or something like that, and doesn't care how good the players are as long as they're gold. They will definitely sell. And if don't, then discard them, but list them up for a bit more than they're going for, just in case somebody buys them, and slowly start decreasing their price when you have to relist them. And if they actually don't sell, then you can discard them. But please list all your players, except for the players that are really good. If you got out of the start pack, let's say this wasn't the 76, but it was like an 86 Perisic for Inter Milan. He might be going for like 50k. You'd be like, yes, let's go. 50k in the bag, let's sell him. Don't sell him. If you get a good usable player who goes for even the slightest amount of coins, but you're like, okay, that card is defo gonna get used in the next few, or in the actual game. Lots of people are gonna have him in their squad, then don't sell him. His price is gonna rise just because he is OP. So for that reason, you don't want to sell him. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to go ditch your good players. Save them until the full game releases on the 28th. Not even for early access. Either on Xbox or PlayStation. Xbox gets it even earlier, of course, with the 10 hours of early access, which I still find to be stupid. But go into the game. When the full game releases, go into your squad or into your club and then sell them. Maybe even when the first weekend leagues comes around if you got a really OP player from a good league. But most likely his price would have already gone up after one day of the full game being released. So definitely hang on to your good players. Don't sell them even though you might want the coins. You're not in need of coins. You're on the web app. You can't get a squad to play with, so you don't need to build your squad yet. So for consumables, I would say store them. Because first of all, they don't sell, and second of all, you're going to need them yourselves, most likely. So there's no point discarding those. And if they're not going to sell, there's no point listing them, because nobody needs these. Like, they might sell, but they will sell for more when the game releases, because then they're actually needed. I would say keep your player fitnesses, but when the full game releases, do also sell your squad fitnesses for like 1.5k maybe even. Leagues for manager leagues, you can discard those because they never sell unless it's like Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. Managers I would actually keep, especially if they're from bigger leagues and bigger nations, or try to sell them, either one of those. And then there is of course also Stadia, balls and kits. Sell those. Literally try to sell them. They most likely will sell. They do every year. At the beginning of the game, so it's worth a go selling them. So I'm gonna discard a pack, but you guys don't discard your starter packs or any packs you get on the web app. Another thing I saw people do last year, which you definitely don't want to do, is go into SBCs and do the basic and advanced SBCs as soon as possible, pretty much. There's no point, because you're most likely gonna have to spend coins on the players you need for the SBC, which you don't really want to be doing, because that's gonna cost you way too much, in my opinion at least. And you're not gonna get back as much as if the full game was released anyway. Might be a little bit more expensive to do when the full game gets released, but by the time the full game gets released, you might have already packed the players to do the SBC. So then you're, of course, it's your decision if you want to do it. I would do it then if I got all the players through packs. But don't go buy players for SBCs who are like 3k because of the SBC. Of course, if they're 200 coins or something, or like minimum price, then it's of course not a bad decision because you can't get them for cheaper anyway. But all in all, if they're very expensive, don't do the SBCs, because by time these basic SBCs, you can do them by just pack pool players. The advanced, okay, you might need to buy some players, but you're not in a rush for coins to get a team. You just want some starting. You want to start a budget like 1.2k on the web app to start with. Is actually good because you can actually trade with that. But don't go in, do the SBCs ASAP, and don't spend too many coins on doing it. It's a mistake I even made last year. Then going back into the store, you don't want to buy packs. Just don't. Not any kind of pack. Gold packs, they're not value for money even at the start of the game. Silver packs most likely aren't value for money. They might be if there's a lot of league SBCs or something like that in the beginning, which are expensive, but I doubt it. And then there's bronze packs. Bronze pack method is not going to be usable. I'm going to show you why with a bronze pack. Because normally with a bronze pack, you are expecting players, or you're hoping for a few players that are slightly more expensive to SBCs. Now there might be a very select few players that are more expensive, but most likely there's no marquee matchups. And there is most likely only 2 league SBCs or maybe even none. Now chances that players rise for the league SBCs once again is very, very limited, because not a lot of people can do the SBCs when the full game isn't even released. Especially league SBCs, assuming you do only do those for the players. Okay, you get some packs, but all in all, you're always gonna lose out on coins unless you get very lucky in the pack. So let's say you got all these players, and the leagues that are having league SBCs are actually let's say, actually none of these will get league SBCs most likely, but let's say there's an SBC with English players. Okay, you got lucky. But how many times are you going to pick English players who are really that expensive? Pretty much never, because there's so many English players anyways. Same goes for French players, so getting big nation players doesn't help because there's so many anyway. And the chances you pick, like, if their league SBCs is, let's say, MLS and Liga NOS. I believe that was the case in FIFA 16. Okay, maybe you pack a Liga NOS player and he sells for 1k. Okay, good on you, but how many packs did you need to open? 20? That's already way too much. No way you're making your coins back in that case from the bronze pack method. Wait till the full game is released, also because you need consumables, and you can keep these. And squad fitnesses will sell for 1.2k. Again, that's gonna make you a lot of coins when the game is released. But now nobody needs these. Okay, maybe nice kits will sell, but again, most likely not, because kits aren't being used at the moment, so it's not really worth the try. Just for kids. That would be stupid. But yeah, that's again not gonna work. Nobody's buying the consumables. The players aren't as expensive as when the actual SBCs and the game gets released when the game comes out. Another thing you don't want to be doing is building a draft. I believe you can do that. There's no point. You're not gonna get those going back until the full game releases. But that should be pretty understandable. And the final thing you don't want to do is sniping like a Cristiano Ronaldo. There's gonna be someone who tweets at like a big YouTuber, I sniped Ronaldo for 30k. Let's say 30k, because I believe the minimum is like maybe 40k. Yeah, 39k. That's I believe the minimum. So he's gonna I sniped them for 40k, and you'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna do that as well. The chances of him popping up again for 40k is minimal. It's like pretty much 0. That guy got pretty much the only Ronaldo you can snipe on the web app before the full release. So don't go sitting there all day I'm gonna snap myself a Ronaldo. And then do it for 40k. So you would be sitting here on the web app, not on the console game, of course. Like that. I'm gonna snipe on for 40k, my dudes. 40k. Most likely the 12-year-olds are gonna do this. And they're gonna be sitting like this the entire day. And they're gonna complain, this game is so trash, I couldn't snipe by Ronaldo. Well, I saw everyone doing it. Well, they saw one person doing it, who just got super lucky. So don't do that. I would actually say don't snipe any singular player. Go for multiple players at once. So a good filter, a sniping filter as I like to call them, it's pretty diverse, is Liverpool gold midfielders who are English. And let's say the cheapest one at the moment is 1.2k, and it's Oxlade-Chamberlain, which is actually looks like the actual case on FIFA 18 right now. But of course, there's a few other options. You also have Lallana, Henderson, and I believe next year also Milner, but let's just limit it to these three. So the cheapest one is 1.2k. So what you're going to be doing is sniping at most 1.1k, because then you go, or 1k, because you want to sell them for 1.1k. You're still not going to find that many of him, but definitely a lot more than when you snipe Ronaldo. Plus, and the players will most likely be a little bit more expensive, like 2k, and it will be a bit closer to each other in price range. Plus, every now and then, a Henderson or a Lallana, for example, will pop up, and you will actually make a lot more coins on those, because they go for a little bit more, because they're better cards. So, you might be making like 50 coins every half a minute, which is actually relatively decent. That's actually really good. Maybe a bit too good. Maybe that's over-exaggerated, but let's keep that as an example. 50 coins half a minute. On average, on your Chamberlains. I always call him Chamberlain. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's his actual last name. It's a full name. You make 50 coins half a minute on the Ox. But every now and then, Henderson pops up. And you buy him for 1k, and he actually goes for 3k. You made 2k on that one snipe. And in the meantime, you're still searching for Chamberlains who are popping up quite regularly, because he ain't that expensive. And you're keeping the price pretty close to his actual price. To his actual price. That came out very, very badly. But that's a better way to snipe in my opinion, especially on the web app. Another good filter I'm going to tell you about right now is fullbacks. Who are gold from the Premier League. And then most likely it will be like 700 coins, and you will just, that they are going for, and you will just snipe them for like 600 coins and less. And then try to sell them. And every now and then, again, you will pack a, well, we lost connection to the EA service. You will pack a fullback who is actually worth more than, what do you call it? 700 coins. Maybe you'll buy a, let's say, who is like an 80 rated right back, that's half the, let's say you buy a Ben Davies. Now his stats are insane, so he's not like 5k, but he's like 1.1k. My shares that FIFA servers are down or something. But like he's 1.1k, so you bought him for 600, you made 500 coins on him. Again, 500 coins on a player when trading on the web app is actually really, really good. And trading in general, that's actually half decent, because it's not an investment, it's like an insta buy, insta sell, which is what you're going to be doing on the web app most likely, buying and trying to insta sell. So you made 500 coins on him. That's very, very good. That's one good trading method in my opinion. Another trading method is like looking up a few players, have a list of players. Like, who did I use last year? Last year, or like on FIFA 18, I used Van Dijk. And he was going for, I believe, he won't go for all that much. He really shut up when the full game released. But let's say he's going for 4k, and you've already got a bit of coins. He's actually going for more. This would be a good snipe. Now it's not really a snipe because there's just no people in the freaking game at this stage. He actually goes for a lot more. He goes for a very big amount more. He's like 6k. Okay, so let's say you've got quite a bit of coins. And even if you got a good amount of coins, this is probably not even the best trading method anymore. But let's say he goes for 5.8k and he insta sells for 5.8k, because at that point people are actually going to be on the game. So what you want to be doing is like going for, how much tax is it if it's 5.8k? If it's 2k, it's 100 coins, so it's almost 300 coins. So you want to be looking at bidding 5.5 maximum. So normally there would be a lot more on the market as well. Van Dijk is not a good example FIFA 19, by the way, but a good example on FIFA 18. And you would just go mass bid 5.5k, and you might win like 4 or 5, and you can list them for 5.8k. And sometimes you can bid even less. You bid like 5.2k, 5.1k, and you can insta sell them on. And you can do that for a lot of players in the game, pretty much every player that sells. And that will be a very good trading method in my opinion. I've used that one pretty much every single year, and I always make like almost close to 100k on the web app. And I don't even spend that much time on the web app. This year I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stream it as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the best trading method that's really easy to perform. It's pretty much buy low, sell high with bidding and not sniping. But that's gonna be my few tips I have for you on the web app. Of course, if the web app is released, I will be live streaming it on Twitch, so go check my Twitch, and we'll actually be doing live packs and trading on that account, and it's gonna be the start of my road to glory pretty much. Also, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Let me know down below what other tips you have for people on the web app, so we can check the comments as well for all the tips. But for now, this is the end of the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed, as I already said before. Also, remember to subscribe. I'm gonna release FIFA 19 content hopefully every day, and also FIFA 19 news, probably a lot of RTG, and for the rest just a lot of FIFA news and challenges. If you enjoyed though, then make sure you check out the next video as well, where we're going to be also be doing stuff on the web app. For now, this is the actual end of the video, because I'm going on for way too long. But peace.